Good morning, grade 1 learners.
Good morning, teacher.
By the way, I am teacher Margie Pedroso, but you can call me teacher Marge, together with my two teachers.
I am teacher Rachel.
And we are your music teacher for today. So before we start our discussion, may I request to please stand for our prayer.
In the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Angel of God, my guardian dear, to whom such love makes me. Ever this day, be at my side, tonight and bright, to rule and war, amen. In the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Please remain standing for our energizer. So, last, do you know how to sing Watermelon?
Yes, teacher.
So, okay, everybody sing and dance.
Watermelon, watermelon, papaya.
Papaya, banana,
Banana, banana, fruit salad, fruit salad. So thank you. Please take your seat, and before you take your seat, please pick up some pieces of paper and arrange your chair. So before we proceed to our discussion, I will present to you our classroom agreement. So everybody, please read.
Raise your right hand if you want to answer. Respect each other. Sit properly. Listen attentively.
So can I explain this to you, class?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so teacher will have something to tell you.
Okay, so we have here our scoreboard. So each team is represented by a character, the team Elsa and the team Anna. And as you earn points, I will give you a star for your points. So for our behavioral chart, we also have here the character Anna and Elsa. So I will give you a happy face if your team will follow our classroom agreement and participate during our activities. And if any team disobeys our classroom agreement or will not participate in our group activity, then I will use a sad emoji or a sad face.
Okay, so class, do you want an activity?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, now I will divide you into two groups. So this will be the team Elsa and this will be the team Anna. So your activity is 4 pics, 1 word. So this will be the Elsa and so the direction is guess the correct word by analyzing the following pictures. Then write your answer in the board. The first team who raised their board will earn a point. So did you understand our direction for our activity?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So the first picture is okay, so Team Elsa, what is your answer?
Library.
Library. So the answer is library. So Team Elsa got the points. Okay. Then next picture. We have okay. Team Anna, what is your answer?
Playground.
Playground. So let's see if you are correct. Okay, so Team Anna got the points. And now, Teacher Joe will have something to ask you.
Okay, so did you enjoy the activity, class?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so what are the pictures shown in the activity? Yes, Ray?
The picture shows a library and playground.
Correct. So in the activity, it shows the school library and the school playground. So now, what is one place in your school where you go when you want to play? Yes, Jelly?
Playground.
Very good. So you go to the school playground if you want to play. So what have you observed in your school playground? Is it noisy or what?
So noisy, teacher.
Yes, it is noisy in the school playground because we can hear many sounds there when the children are playing or shouting and even singing. So now, what part of your body did you use for hearing?
Ears, teacher.
Very good. So you use your ears for hearing. Now, when you hear something, what is that sound? What is that something being called? Is it a sound?
Yes, teacher, it is a sound.
Very good. So the noise that you hear is what we call the sound. Now, what is one place in your school that you go when you want to read books?
Teacher,
Again, Ray?
library teacher.
Very good. So you go to the library when you want to study or to read books because it is silent in the school library. So compared to the school playground, it is noisy there. Then when we go to the school library, we can observe that it's silent because when you're in a library, you must observe silence. Okay, am I right, class?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so based from that activity, you have witnessed or you have experienced the places where there is sound and silence. So for this morning, we are going to tackle about sound and silence. So sound and silence are different, but they came together in order for our music to be beautiful and pleasing to our sense of hearing. And sound and silence is also very important in music. So now let us know what is sound. So a sound is a tone that you can hear. So for example, if you make noises, that noise that we can hear is what we call the sound. And for us to hear a sound, we use one of our senses, which is our sense of hearing. And we use our ears to hear something. Okay, so in music, you can use this symbol to represent a sound. Okay, so this is what we are going to use when we represent a sound. Now, some example of where a sound came from. So first is a lady singing. So when a lady sings, we can hear a sound from the song that she is singing. Next is a baby crying. So what is the sound of a baby crying? Okay, so when a baby cries, it is noisy, no?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
teacher.
And the baby creates a sound when he or she is crying. Now, what about clapping? Can you hear a sound when you clap your hands?
Yes, teacher.
Can you clap your hands if there is really a sound? Okay, very good. So, when clapping we can also create a sound through our body movements. For example, clapping our hands. Okay, so now let's proceed to silence. What is a silence? Okay, so silence is the absence of sound. So it is quite opposite to the sound. So silence is the absence of sound. So earlier we have mentioned that a sound is the noise that we can hear from our surrounding, from people, from our body movement, or even from the animals. So in silence, there is no sound. Just like, for example, when we are in a quiet place or when we are in a library. So there is no sound that we can hear. Okay. So in music, you can use this symbol to represent silence. So this is the symbol of silence. Okay. For example, a girl writing. Okay, so when the girl is writing, can you hear a sound, class?
No, teacher.
Okay, so there is no sound at all. That means that it is silent. So how about a baby sleeping? Can you hear any sound?
No, teacher.
So, if we compare to a baby crying, a baby sleeping is in silence. There is no sound, or there is an absence of sound. How about opening our arms? If you open your arms, can you open your arms? Do you hear any sound?
No, teacher.
Okay, very good, because this is silent. Now, if we compare this to sound, when we clap our hands, we can hear a sound. And when we open our arms, there is silence, or there is no sound. Okay, so sound and silence are very different from each other, but they can be combined to make great piece of music. Okay, so they can be combined, for example, when we sing a song, or when we clap our hands as we sing a song. And also silence is a moment of rest. So if you can observe, when we are singing, there is a moment of where we pause or where we rest in order for the sound to be more meaningful, or to give more meaning to the music. Okay, so now, did you understand our lesson class?
Yes, teacher.
Do you have any questions or further clarifications?
No, teacher.
Okay, so since you don't have any questions, then I will be the one to ask the questions. So again, what is a sound? Anyone? Right?
Sound, teacher, is where we can hear sound from our environment.
Very good. A sound is something that we can hear using our sense of hearing. How about silence? What is a silence? Yes, Ellie?
Silent is way different from sound because in silent we can't hear anything.
Okay, very good. So in silence, there is no sound, or there is an absence of sound. So now, what is the difference between sound and silence? And what is the difference? Why is sound different from silence?
Teacher.
Right?
In sound, teacher, we can hear through our ears, and in silent, we can hear anything, teacher.
Very good. So the difference between sound and silence is that in sound, we can hear a noise or any sound from our surrounding or from people and many more. And compared to silence, there is no sound, or it is silent. For example, going to the library, so we can hear anything. Now, what is the importance of sound and silence in music or in our daily lives? Yes, Kelly?
Sound is very important in music because it makes the music more meaningful.
Correct, very good. So, with sound and silence, it makes music more meaningful and pleasing to our ears, because when there is sound, we can hear something, and when there is silence, there is a moment of pause and rest where the music became more meaningful. And through sound and silence, we can easily identify where that sound came from, or who, or what something sounds like. Okay, so did you understand, class?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so now it is evident that you really understood our topic. Okay, so now let's have an activity. So do you want another activity, class?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so for the direction, all you have to do is classify the pictures of things, whether it has sound or it does not. Then put the things that have sound in the sound column, and then if the things do not have sound, then you will have to put it in the silence column. So did you understand the direction, class?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so a representative will put the pictures in the column. Yes, yes, Ray, Jelly, can they classify the things to where it belongs? So now let us check if you got the correct answer. Okay, so let's begin first with the sound. So the alarming clock, is it correct, class?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. How about the drum?
Yes, teacher.
Correct. It is because when we bang the drum, there is a sound. How about the radio? The playing radio.
Yes, teacher.
Does it have a sound?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. How about in silence? Does a lighted candle have a sound or not?
No, teacher.
No. Very good. So how about a book or an unopened book?
There's no sound,
There's no
teacher.
sound.
Very good. How about a table?
There is no sound, teacher.
Okay, so all of you got the correct answer. So now to test if you really understood our topic, let's have a short quiz. Okay, so teacher Margie will guide you in the quiz.
So it seems that you really understood our discussion. We have now a quiz. So the direction is put check to the correct sound of the vehicle shown in the picture. So I will give you 3 minutes to answer the quiz. Okay.
We're done, teacher.
That's your paper. Okay. For your assignment, the direction is look inside your house and notice the things that you have sound, that have sound, and the things that do not. Then draw 2 things you see in your assignment. So did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so now since we are done with our discussion, I will be announcing the winner for today. Okay, since both teams have earned their points and they got the same points, now all of you are the winner. And since all of the teams, the team Elsa and the team Anna, also follow our classroom agreement and participated in our group activities, and they also have they both have a 2 happy face. Now, congratulations. Okay, so that will be all, class. See you next meeting. Goodbye.
Goodbye, and
Thank you, Teacher Marge.
And
Teacher Ted.